Alright, here we go. This is the start of the male-only account. The rules of the male-only account are as follows. I can only use male characters, whether it be for the story, or for endgame content, or just running around in the overworld. Male characters only. Since I can only use male characters, I'll of course only be pulling for male characters. And lastly, I do have a main account. This is a secondary, experimental account, meaning this account won't be my first time experiencing the story. So, let's go! I vaguely remember this cutscene. The opening cutscene. The attack on the Herta space station. Dan Heng. I have a feeling he's going to be my main. So I guess we've already failed the challenge because we're playing a female character. Obviously there are exceptions. Sometimes the story forces you to play female characters. So that's obviously not part of the rule set. Otherwise this challenge would literally be impossible. No speed up function yet! Oh no, this is gonna be the worst part about starting a new account, is having to experience slow mode again. I remember the general storyline of the beginning, but I don't remember like when you unlock certain things at the very beginning. Imagine I choose Stell here.
It must be you who makes it.
Nah, we gotta go kill this.
Want to give him a new name?
Obviously, since it's a male-only account. Chewy is already the name of my main account. We can always change it later. I'm just gonna go Kalis here. Or what if we named him Men Only? That makes him seem kind of, you know. We'll give him his name. Here it is. The scene. Ah, yes!
Wait, stop it!
The way I literally leaned into the screen for it.
Are you alright? Can you hear me?
I would be alright if you didn't stop him, March.
Remember your name? Used to remember
No
your
hate
name.
towards March, though. But, you know, she could have let it happen. Oh, he looks like such a sad puppy. Wait, am I able to take March out of the party right now? It's not smart to take my shielder out. But, for the sake of the challenge,
March,
it's kind of mandatory.
Don't rush off.
Yep, there she is. I'm going to remove her from the team. Oh, yeah, you literally can't remove her from the team. Wow, right off the rip, they let you edit it, huh? Alright, so here's how we're going to craft our 50-50 loss pool. Welt, Japard, Yancheng, and Blade are the only characters we can actually use, so adding them is a no-brainer. And the other three actually don't matter. I will add Zila and Fuxuan because it'll be kinda cool losing 50-50s to them, even though I can't use them. And then lastly will be Bailu, just because it'll be funny at least to lose to her. I'm trying to get you in your last few days. Wait for me, Jiaoqiu. Oh, that's interesting. It automatically assigns you Kafka. Or I wonder if it's random, but it kind of makes sense if it's Kafka. And guess what? We are claiming Luocha right away. No hesitation. Yeah, we can't even use Ranmei. So, in the case of an account like this, immediately slam the Luocha. Especially because we don't have any other sustains we can even use. Because we can't use March, and we won't be able to use Natasha or Lynx. The plan is to try and get a Gallagher from the Jiaoqiu banner though, so we'll see if we're able to do that. Oh, we can claim a free one here. But, I'm going to wait to claim the free standard 5-star, and see who we get from the beginner banner, because I'll probably pick Welt, but if we get Welt anyway from the beginner banner, then I'll pick Yancheng or Japard. Let us immediately add Luocha. Can't remove Himiko. Get in here. You are now carrying my account. It's kinda cool having Luocha right from the get-go. We have 1600 here. Imagine, please. Of course not. That would have been too good to be true, huh? Well, if we can get an early Gallagher, that'll at least be good. Or a healer for our second team. Ah, perfect. Now we just need Jiaoqiu to come home. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about dying at all in the early game with Luocha. Which I keep saying like a broken record just to praise him. Our first death. When will Nanook be playable? Male-only account needs him. Here comes Grandpa. Grandpa Welt to the rescue. Okay, let's do some of our beginner banner pulls. Obviously, we won't use any of our Stellar Jades. Those are reserved for Jiaoqiu's banner. We'll only use the free tickets. Oh, this is good for Danheng. Come on, give me a male character I can use. I'm not even sure who I would want though. Because there aren't really any male buffers besides Jiaoqiu on banner right now, which is why I'm after him, and Sunday, who obviously isn't even on banner. Oh, that's something we can actually use, so it's better than a lot of other pulls could have been. Those are actually big upgrades for Danheng.
We mustn't cling
An
to
Eidolon and a 4-star light cone. And a good 4-star light cone too. What's their excuse for not coming?
The train or Pom Pom will get lonely.
Ah, fair enough. Good excuse.
To be honest, I think I'd be kind of annoyed if I
What?
found out
That's a
this was
crazy
my
thing to
homeworld.
say. You'd be annoyed if it was your homeworld.
Pretty girls aren't frost resistant.
I mean, I caught you off guard.
Oh,
If that
Simpo.
happened, you could even say I
The first
deserved
character we ever meet on
Besides,
Eurilo.
I made a gala group
Which
of
is
the
interesting
residents
that
result.
he's our introduction to the world.
Is Captain Japard around?
Look at him. He's so hot. So, fun fact, Japard is actually the reason I started this game to begin with. Back when the game was in beta, I saw pictures of Japard and I was like, I need him no matter what. And so I started the game just for him. And yes, he was my first 5-star. I still love him. And villain reveal in 3, 2, 1. And there it is. Okay, we can do 20 more here, which almost brings us to our first 5-star. But we're not quite there yet. Maybe, who knows. Light cones are nice to have, I suppose. Just because if we get a female character, we literally can't use it. But having another male character that will actually do something on our team, other than just generating skill points like Gallagher, could be useful. Hook, we can't use her. Sushang, we can't use her either. Double 4-star is a good pull, we just can't use either of them. Okay, please, please, please. I just want Jiaoqiu already, so I don't have to grind so hard on this account. No luck. Which is to be expected, I suppose. I'm not sure I'm really hoping for anyone in particular here. Lynx. Can't use her. She is rated up, so I guess that makes sense. That's unfortunate. Oh boy, missing out on one of the only male buffing characters on a male-only account is going to be very painful. Also, we just hit level 15, which means we get our free standard passes, which means that we can finally get our free 5-star from here. So I'm hoping for Welt, but let's see. Yanqing or Gepard would be nice too, since I can actually use them. And then any of the female characters are unusable pulls. So let's see who we get. Technically the first 5-star we're pulling on this account, since Luocha was free. Come on, Welt. It'll probably be the last pull. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, at least he's a usable character. Like, I'm happy with Yanqing. We might actually end up using him over Dan Heng, just because Yanqing is kind of nice in the early game because he gets free crit rate. Obviously, once we get to the later game, not so much, but the free crit rate in the early game is really nice. Or I'll just alternate them depending on if enemies are weak to ice or wind. I do like Yanqing, so I'm happy to be using him in the early game. Got no qualms about that. Oh, I could also select Welt from here. I could select Gepard, because the shield is kind of necessary for Yanqing. But I'm also not planning on using Yanqing for that long, so it's probably fine to just take Welt. Since I have Luocha anyway, getting Gepard sort of feels like a waste. So I think I would rather take Welt here. We'll take Welt. Nice. Another character we can use. Now we add him to the team. Oh, we also have enough for a Jiaoqiu pull. So let's cross our fingers and pray that we get him here. I think we're only on like 20 pity with barely any time left, so we're going to really need to grind and pray to win the 50-50. Please, an early... Okay, of course not. Looks like there's no luck for my male-only account. Yeah, kind of worthless pulls. Unfortunate. So now we can go in with the big ult. Oh, he just one-shots it. He must have crit. I honestly wasn't expecting Yanqing to just one-shot it. That's why we're using him. Because his crits are great in the early game. When we have no relics built.
Your identities and purpose. What a two-faced head!
Holy crap, March. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say.
Alright, princess. Let's dispense with the pleasantries.
They were literally about to shoot her. Oh, but the girlfriend to the rescue.
Huh?
Oh gosh.
What the heck? Beep, 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 beep.
Oh no, no, no. I'm skipping through those voice lines as fast as possible. I already am getting the PTSD from the beep beep beep. We're going to be cutting it so close with Jiaoqiu's banner. There he is. Svarog.
I'll keep watch.
Are you considered part of the group for keeping watch?
Did you finish? Not really. Go to a corroded town to collect some useful resources? I'm in.
Are you? Is that your idea of a fun date, Bronya? Okay, a new area to explore for more jades. Honestly, I'm used to playing Star Rail on mobile, and I'm starting to feel kind of motion sick.
See that house after all?
But I'm gonna keep grinding through this.
Huh? What?
No.
Look down there. Let's keep moving.
So, good news. We get to end this video off on a happy ending. With only a few hours left on Jiaoqiu's banner, I managed to grind enough jades to get him. We reached the first pity, and I won the 50-50 after holding my breath and crossing my fingers and praying to Sunday.
Square formation.
So, with Jiaoqiu acquired, my male-only account is going to have a much easier time now. Missing out on one of the only male buffers banners would have been... yikes. Sadly, I had to do all of this last-minute grinding off-recording, meaning I also finished the Bellabog story off-recording, but we will be continuing in the Shenzhou with Jiaoqiu. So, welcome to the male-only account, Jiaoqiu.
A slow simmer over
You are now carrying my
stir fry
account.
over high heat.